Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today I bring you something different than normal. Today is gonna be a sketchbook tour, and as you can see, let's talk about Mermay 2024. I have done my first Mermay challenge this year. I've been sharing it on Instagram, I've been sharing it in different social medias. You can go to the show more sections to see them all in very detail, close up and everything, with nice music I pick for each one of them. But I explain to you what is this. Mermay is a challenge that some artists do in May. Okay, and basically, like Inktober, they will give you a prompt, a word, and with that word you need to do something mermaid related, something mermaid related. Okay, there are different things here that you're gonna be seeing. I've been using official mermaid list, and I've been using my colleague's David Sea Creatures, that is the Sea Monsters Diaries list as well. So as a challenge, because I've been doing a lot of drawings with prompts, I wanted to do this with two. So to start, we have this first drawing here, okay, and one prompt was Lei, that is this in this flowery color, and Coral actually. So I used this kind of mermaid beast looking. For me, the mermaids are not some kind of pretty woman with long hair like Disney sold it to us and things like this, and other movies sold it to us. For me, a mermaid is a creature that it can be gracious, but it's adapted to the environment, like an animal there, like an animal, an innocent, dangerous but innocent at the same time, curious, that interacts with other type of animals like the rest of the animals. And I think something like this, it will be my kind of ideal thought of a mermaid. Like, it has this animalistic style, no woman style, but it has a flow, like a little bit of a snake, a little bit of yeah, something like this, mixed with the environment. Okay, so I decided to go for this beast that from a wreckage, something is falling from a wreckage, and this curious animal is trying to see what is it that is falling there, not understanding what is it. So this is number two, that is Hula. Hula is the dance, and ice. I took another extra challenge in this one, okay, because if you see here, because and there was a drawing with this posture that you could do a challenge online. So I took kind of the concept of the profile, looking to this side and doing the hula small there and the eyes. So this type of mermaid that you can find in cold areas, okay, and this is a block of ice, this is a block of ice as well, okay. It's looking like ice, very beautiful, very nice, very interesting. Then we have more mermaids, toe beans, and shell is this one. Toe beans is what the cat has here and here, okay. So I made this kind of animalistic feline type of toe beans for this kind of hairy cat mermaid, okay, more hairy like this, a little bit fiery. And the coral, shell, in this one, shell is trying different types of shells. They have different types of animals inside. There's like a little bit of octopus there, some crab there, and yeah, so all of this is not her, it is the animal that is inside, and he's trying different shells to see which one looks better on him. Very nice, very funny. Then we have this one here, little one, green, like a witch looking. This is the concept they gave force, because he's May the 4th, so they gave force as a topic, and float. So I have this kind of witch mermaid, okay, very kind of old, ugly, kind of Medusa looking. It's kind of making this object that if you have a look, it's like a little Death Star floating with the powers. Okay, the force, using the force, is making this float there. Some prompts are more literal than others, and some other are more regarding it to the story. Okay. Ooh, there's plenty here in this page. In this page, we start with this one that they gave the prompt in Mermaid: toy and spines. So as you can see, I have this one of these things that we used to have when we were kids. That it, well, I don't remember the name of this, but it's kind of bounces on the stairs like bow, 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 and spikes. This is like a, we call it like Morena. It is like the bad guy in the two assistants for Ursula in the Mermaid, Little Mermaid, and they're very long with spikes and everything in this sense, very dangerous with teeth and everything. Yeah, disgusting, but very cool, very nice. Then we have Dolly and Whale. So I didn't know what is Dolly, so I had to check that there's different type of this clothing style as well, and kind of a doll looking thing, and Whale. So I decided to go for a more cartoon comic aspect of this prompt to have a little bit of variation, and I've done a cute whale with beautiful hair, blondie, a little nice hat, and like a doll dress in pinky, different pinky colors, and yeah, this is the one for this prompt. Then from this one we jumped into this one, that if you are into art, you may recognize this kind of Dali. This is Dali mustache. the clocks melting from Dali as well. Okay, so the prompt was Dali, and the other one was Poison. So I made him like kind of dripping, like he's dripping paint or dripping something, and he's melting the objects. He's kind of collecting objects from the wreckages and holding it with the tail, and with he likes to melt things. So this is a little bit of experimental, like his painting, experimental and surrealist type of mermaid I've done there. Next one is this one, it is Kaiju. Kaiju in Japanese is basically a massive beast, like let's say Godzilla, okay, Godzilla, so you have a reference. So it's Godzilla, okay, Kaiju Pincer. So I decided to do a dinosaur T-Rex Godzilla looking beast, mermaid, beaten by another beast here with crab pincers here, massive ones. This is supposed to be like a very big mermaid, and you see my mermaids are not kind of human, or maybe if they have a little bit of human aspects, I try to, in others, to avoid it and go more for the animalistic and beast looking. And very funny this one, very cartoon, very comic, really my kind of thing, this one. Let's go to the next page. As you see, there are plenty here as well. I'm gonna try to show all of them on the frame. So I'm gonna go for this one here on the top left, that is Couture. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. Couture. Couture is basically when you make clothing or different type of clothing, you know, and the other prompt for this was Stealth. So I decided to do this kind of fancy pinky mermaid that is very easy to spot, okay, if she's out of the coral reef, and she wanted to camouflage, she wanted to be stealthy, so I made her doing this kind of, I'm joking in the prompt in Instagram that she is kind of concerned about looking like a poo, but it's actually making this stealth suit to blend with the rocks at the bottom, a little bit of coral attached, okay, some starfish as well attached and everything, and it's kind of making it herself, okay, a little bit of comedy, cartoony thing going on, very interesting, very nice, okay. And then we move down here to the blue guy. Not this little one, okay, only the big one, because these are two different prompts, so we'll come back to this one later. So, prompt, maybe this is quite obvious, is Water Dragon. Water Dragon mixed with tentacles. So I put some kind of octopus tentacles here, like a beard. And the concept of behind this drawing, basically, you can read it on Instagram, but basically is that when a mermaid, when an animal, when a fish, when a water dragon, a dragon, any kind of beast kind of sails the 7 seas. Okay, so kind of does tack, 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 check, 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 check. One of these tentacles will appear. So kind of this means that this is a very old, ancient creature. He traveled a lot, a traveler, and was able to grow many, many beard, octopus beard here. And yeah, this was something that I enjoyed a lot, doing the texture and everything in black and blue and purple, and I'm really happy with the result. It's one of my favorites of the whole story. Very nice, and very interesting. Then we have this one, and then we have number 11. It's Cowboy, and it's Titan. It is this green guy here. Okay, I'm gonna put it a little bit closer so you see. This one is a little bit blurry because I used a lot of dark for the top to make it a little bit Titan, like his beak. So I made this Titan mermaid, as you can see the size of an orca there, a whale orca there, and he's kind of cowboy pose because he has this kind of coral growing from the waist, and like a cowboy is able to grab them and throw them. And this, you think about the size, this is massive. It throws it at everything, to hunt other beasts, other creatures to eat, to throw at submarines, at boats and everything. Very, very massive guy, very, very crazy. It's one of those things that if you see under the water, you will not go under the water again, most probably. Okay, so then we have the May number 12, prompt number 12 was Bluey and Armor. Okay, I know Bluey is the cartoon, but I never watched it, so I didn't want to draw a Bluey character. So I went for a kind of a soldier, more girly mermaid, full of armor, okay, made from shell and different types of submarine materials, and making a blue mermaid, in fact, that is covered with the redness and everything. Taking a little bit of reference like Little Mermaid with type of hair, and making a whole fantasy of decoration for her, for camouflage and for fighting as well. Very interesting, very nice. Okay, and there we're jumping here to the bottom. That this is upside down. Okay, this is upside down. This guy. This is basically a coconut. So using coconuts, like they use like as a bra coconut, but this guy found it from a wreckage. The other prompt is ink, so I made this kind of calamari mini kraken using this, having this face that and is trying to escape, spitting a little bit of ink there. Very nice, very funny. The next one is Mythology, and as you can see here, okay, Mythology. And the other prompt is Trap. So I made this kind of Minotaurus mermaid looking with hairy tail there and everything. Is offering entry to the labyrinth, like a magic portal, magic labyrinth here. Very crazy concept that you could actually bubble, go in there and be in the trap of the Minotaurus. Okay, let's move to the next page. Very big page as well here. Okay. The next one is Coral, okay, and Mammal. So I picked obvious mammal from the water realm, that is the dolphin. I made him different this time. Instead of making the tail and everything like mermaids and everything, I made like in One Piece, that you see the Jinbei as well, from One Piece, like the Gyojin, the mermen or mermaids, they have legs. Some of them have legs on top of the animal, so it's like a different type of mix, and it's sitting in a massive coral throne, and they're like sitting like, hey, I'm the boss here, like a body guy with this kind of really fancy type of trousers and white top and everything. Very nice, very interesting, this one as well. Then the next prompt was Bridgerton. Bridgerton is a series, kind of a series, and they have these very beautiful dresses. It's a little bit like from the 18th century, something like this. And the other prompt was Scavenger. I have never watched that series. I had to check what it was. I had a look a little bit of the style. I didn't have much time this day, I have to say, and so I done a basic type of mermaid guy from Bridgerton, a little bit elegant with the type of coats that they use there, a little bit of this kind of best that they look and everything. But I needed to add a Scavenger, so I made him full of this kind of straps there, here. There's like a pipe there as well to go and grab some things and find objects, and there's like a massive bag to carry things there, like glasses, like a mix of post-apocalyptical Bridgerton explorer and scavenger there. Something different, something quick, but sometimes you need to draw quick and you need to do whatever it is that they are giving to you. So yeah. Next prompt was anime. And as you know, that you are here in the channel, watching all these videos, I love One Piece. I love to talk about One Piece. And how it was anime, and the other one, the other topic was filter feeder. Filter feeder is the type of like the whale, no? This is a shark whale that opens the mouth, big mouth, and eats everything on the path, like all these little fish, all these little algae and everything. So Jinbei is that type of fish reference from the Gyojins, so I decided to draw him for the filter feeder and anime concept. Very beautiful. Jinbei, if you love One Piece, if you like One Piece, has legs like this guy, but I wanted to give him a little bit of a twist and do this kind of shark tail for him under the kimono, and I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I like it. Okay, so this is looking nice today. A very nice analysis of kind of everything. We are almost a little bit more than halfway through this now at the moment. The next prompt was Smol, okay, Smol, and Draconic. So I need to go back to this page so you can see. I use the Draconic for the dragon concept, and I made a baby water dragon with a small. Okay, it's very small guy there, if you see. I'm very happy with this kind of together. They match very nice, and all of them have a story, so feel free to go into Instagram at the bottom of the show more section, click on them and read the stories that they have, because some of them connect as well with the others, and it is very nice, very interesting. So next prompt was Jade and Camouflage. So by excellence, for me, the chameleon is one of those animals that it's kind of the king of camouflage. So I decided to do a chameleon here, mermaid looking, mixing a little bit with another animal that is excellent for camouflage in my opinion, that is the seahorse. Okay, very beautiful. And I made him here to have like a crown, like a jade piece of a crown, that this is what it gives him the abilities to camouflage so nice. It's kind of like a magic stone. I've made a little bit of fantasy about this kind of funny guy. This is smiling because no one can find him. A little bit of cartoony comedy. Very nice, very interesting. So next prompt, difficult one, is Zendaya, the actress. Okay, the Spider-Man girl in the latest Spider-Man movies by Tom Holland. I didn't know what to do, so prompt was Zendaya and Weapon. Okay, so I checked online some of her references, some of her dresses, and I saw from this type of dress, like a Spider-Man, like a Spider-Net looking dress, very beautiful, very nice, very epic, in the last Spider-Man premiere. And I decided to do a little bit of a mix and do the dress like a mermaid. This type of hair is because she is having a massive braid, so I said, okay, why she's not gonna be using like a whip, you know, like this, like for whip, like to fight in. And on top of that, I checked that, well, she's in Dune too, so I made her the sword from Dune. So she's like fighter and ready to fight there, and she will fight with the sword and with the hair, like a whip, fighting the enemies. Very nice, very epic, this Zendaya one. if Zendaya is watching this video, I hope you like it. This, you could do a movie about this, and Tom Holland be the sidekick this time instead of you being the sidekick on Spider-Man. So he can be like a little fish for you or something, or put voice to a little fish, and then you have a plenty of fun in that movie. Next one is this little guy here, Sequential. Okay, Sequential. I made this manta ray because the other one was glide, so that this manta ray is kind of technologically modified. It was all torn into pieces by an enemy, and the humans modified him. But this is massive guy. So in the story in the Instagram I have it like he's kind of gliding over a submarine, and they are like, oh my god, what is that? And you have this massive beast, all mechanical side, like zombie face looking towards them. Very, very nice as well. Very, very nice. I enjoyed a lot with these ones. One of my favorites, and it's very delicate. The painting I done in it. Very, very nice. I hope you are enjoying the video as much as I'm enjoying the video, explaining to you what I've done, showing to you my drawings, a couple of things. I had a lot of fun doing the mermaid challenge, as I said before at the beginning of the video. This is my first official mermaid that I do full, and every day at night or at lunchtime or in the afternoon, drawing little drawings. And last year I participated in Mermay, but I couldn't do them all. I done just a few, maybe 6, 7, and I got, I said to myself, let's have discipline for this one, let's do it, let's have something nice, and let's have this little project that I can put later together in one big page like I done with previous drawing, and have them all very nice in a lineup or something like this. It could be very interesting to do something like this afterwards. Okay, so let's continue with the next one. The next one is Lagoon. Lagoon is the prompt, and Shark. I made something different. I made something new, something like a concept. Is this one on the left? So we have this shark, guillotine with legs, with the tail, with shark tail as well and everything. But I didn't want to draw the mermaid lagoon like everyone was drawing, so I said, what can I have? Like when a person have lagoons, when a person has an accident or is missing a part of the head. So I made like he's missing half of the head from a bite of another animal that's full of cuts as well. That's the skull. And I made it with a form, with the shape of a lagoon that is touching a little bit there, but it's like a lake. But at the same time he has mental lagoons, and he doesn't know where he is or anything. So he's kind of, he stayed like this. He can't recognize more, but he was a very bad guy, very badass, very thingy. And yeah, so it's kind of experiment with the word. I didn't want to do the word as such, so I tried to find my own meaning, my own idea for lagoon in this concept. Okay, so next word is John Musker. I don't know if it is pronounced like this or if it is Musker or but John Musker, the great animator from Disney. So I done this guy here, okay, this white guy here, because it is the other word I had was bioluminescent. So I kind of try to represent him like a ghost, like an entity in the mermaid concept, like making him like a whitish, shiny, bioluminescent type of fish. But obviously I wanted to draw him like as a homage as well, so I done a little caricature of him there with the glasses and the little mustache and everything, and the pencil, holding the pencil in the hand. Director and animator in many projects. Check him out, it's very nice. Check him out on Google, very nice. Next one is this little guy here, this funny guy here, that is actually feline and reptile. So I done a mix. I done like a crocodile cat with crocodile aspects, okay, but cat feline aspects as well, the tail, playing with a little bit of yarn there, like cats like to do. Very funny, very like a funny thing that I enjoy. This one was a very quick drawing, but very enjoyable. And yeah. So next one is a funny one because it's fart. So that day, the 25th of May, you know, Instagram was crazy, everyone was crazy. Oh my god, I never thought I would draw a fart, or this or that. But, you know, it is what it is, and it's a funny one. So the other concept I had was elemental. So I mixed elemental and fart. So I have a elemental fire little mermaid, let's say this size. Okay, very, very small. He's so ashamed with the sunglasses, very cute, with the red lips and red cheeks and everything, because she farted a little bit, and there's a little bit of bubbles coming from the fart. And yeah, this one I enjoyed a lot, because I changed the dynamics. I didn't do a drawing as such. I painted first, I done like the intention, and then I done some details, all details all over on the glasses and everything. Very nice, very nice. At some point maybe it will be nice if I do process videos as well of these guys, but it doesn't give you time enough to do one per day, every day, keep the rhythm, good rhythm, and be able to post and everything. So at some point I may do something like this, but I need to be more everything more scheduled and having a proper times to do it. Okay. Next one is tea. So as you can see here, these two guys that you may recognize are having a tea. And the other concept for this, the other prompt for this was Subterranean. Okay, so I decided to do Disney. So we have Mrs. Potts here from The Beauty and the Beast is pouring a nice cup of tea to Chip. The Chip is their little one, if you can see. And this guy, if you remember, Subterranean is the guy who is digging and everything in Atlantis. He has this kind of massive kind of vehicles that they are kind of drilling and everything going to Atlantis. But I made him mermaid looking like a mud cat, like a mud fish, kind of blending the coat and everything with the thing. And for me, spots as well. I've done these porcelain decorations that he has at the bottom as a bottom. Try to make it like a little bit of fantasy, like a Goldeen from Pokemon or something like this, like a fantasy bottom here. And very nice, very nice. This one I enjoyed it a lot. It was quite easy to draw. I love to draw Disney things. So yeah, it was very, very nice, very interesting. Next one, it's Honor. And for the other prompt is Polar. So I made this badass guy that is basically a polar bear, very honorable, who is wearing here his cape, his fancy cape of a general, some medals and everything, and he's shouting upset to some younglings, polar mermaids, shouting like, "Oh, you have no honor, I lost an arm for your generation, and now this is how you pay me." So this is basically the concept for this idea for today. Some of the characters are upside down, okay, and some of them, you see a couple of them upside down, as a couple of them straight, because this is a A3 paper, very, very big paper. I have the tripod here on top of me, and I can't turn it around. So I prefer for you to see 25, 26 and have 6, 7 maybe around than be moving a tripod and having something blurry later or something like this. Okay, so excuse me if for these ones, but you can stop the video, have a look to it and everything. Very nice. The ones that they are upside down, and that's it. Okay, no one gets upset. No, there's no problem here. And at some point maybe I cut them and I show it one by one or something. That can be a good idea too. I want to keep them together for now because it's very convenient for the space I have here at home. So the next one is birthday party, and Leviathan. So I made this guy on the left hand side. Let's see if I can pull it a little bit. So this guy here, I made a Leviathan, like a massive kind of worm fish like this, dark from the darkness and everything, very silly, very like enjoying his birthday party. Like he has like a little crown with, you know, sparks on the top and everything. Very happy guy with the birthday, and yeah, very enjoyable. And then we almost are at the end. This is the last page, okay? So we're almost at the end. We have only these three guys. We have Boujee. I don't know how to pronounce Boujee either. And Kraken, okay? So we have. I made this kind of Kraken, and Boujee is kind of the fancy thing, the expensive thing. So I made this kind of nice suit, wearing the Kraken, this kind of Kraken wearing a nice suit, having a massive treasure, because Krakens, we all know that have plenty of money, plenty of treasure, is giving it away, okay, to everyone, very fancy and everything. This one as well was a very quick drawing I had to do because the timing and everything, but very enjoyable as well. And then for the 30th of May, we have another concept that I have never heard in my life. That is Coastal Grandma. So it's another one that I had to check online. I didn't know what the meaning of that, but basically is like a grandma that it likes to dress with this type of hats, this type of sweet clothing, like you're watching I don't know, like a Sunday movie afternoon, and they appear on the beach and things like this with whites, browns, hats, and yeah. So I checked that on, and the other word was Outerworld. So I decided to mix this and make even a story, a little bit more story. All of them have a story, as I said. Check Instagram and check them all, and you will read a little bit of a story. But basically, I made this coastal grandma, beautiful mermaid, very elegant, okay, very slithering like this. And she's collecting this type of red rocks that they are meteorites. So it's basically a meteorite fell in the lagoon, in the Mermaid Lagoon around here, and this sweet grandma is kind of collecting all these pieces, and since she's collecting the pieces, she feels more radiant, more young, more. So this kind of a supernatural vibes to the concept of the stones, these magic rocks that they glow. So that was the concept, okay? And then at last we reach the last guy. That the last prompt was Aloha, and Aloha is basically hello, bye, and all these things. I can't define it much, but basically like a salutation word. And for the other prompt we didn't have a prompt, okay? But I contacted the guy that I know, and I said, hey, I'm missing one of the last prompt. Can you tell me what's the last prompt? And he said, oh, let's do Lost. So Aloha and Lost. So this is a little me mermaid, okay? Very nice, saying aloha because we finished the project. But at the same time, it's like, ooh, what is going on here? Someone got lost, and that is Doris from the Disney movies, the Pixar movies. And this Doris is coming lost, and it's like, ooh, I'm actually finishing this project. I'm gonna continue this project. Are we gonna go to another adventure? So it's kind of, she got lost, but this project is gonna lead to other things, and that is the beautiful thing about this. That doesn't mean that you need to finish drawing mermaids because it's the end of the month. You can draw whatever you want. Now I'm drawing something else, doing some other type of things, and I can do some other mermaids as well. I can carry on with these guys, drawing some other aspects, and yeah. So basically, this is, show you quick. This is what I've been working every day on the month of May. And I wanted to show you all, if you are not on my social media, on Instagram or other social medias, you can see it here as well on the YouTube channel, okay? So you can see that I'm doing other drawings apart from One Piece and Inktober. I do a lot of challenges, a lot of drawings every day, and yeah. So feel free, as I said, go to the show more section, okay? Check out these guys in the Instagram link. There are plenty there are plenty of stories about them. Okay, it's not only the drawing. The guys have the stories, they have the drawings, they have the concepts. Some of them are connected in between them, some of them not, and some of them are more cartoon, some of them are more fantasy like this, like decoration. But I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, this is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. We have a recap of the sketchbook for Mermay today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.